Welcome back for more nonfiction November fun. This week I spiced things up by making it Celebrity Edition, talking about books that have been written by, or perhaps ghost-written, for celebrities. I start with Tina Fey's work, Bossypants, and then today I'll also talk a little about Nick Offerman's book, Paddle Your Own Canoe. These are two comedians who are writers and actors. Nick Offerman, also known as a great handyman. Tina Fey's book, Bossypants, has come in many different colors for the background on the cover, but I love it. It cracks me up every time looking at those giant hands that they used to put that photo together with her little face. The book got great reviews and it really is hilarious. I highly recommend it. You might want to read the book because you're a fan of Tina Fey, from her various movies that she's been a part of, from her years with Saturday Night Live, or perhaps from the TV show 30 Rock. Or you might just want to read the book because you want a good laugh. This is one of those books that I recommended to students over the years, and the same is true with the Nick Offerman book, and I've had several students who really enjoyed reading it. But like so many of my other books that are just really good and fun to read, eventually over the years they disappeared from my shelves and never came back. And that's just one of the drawbacks of being someone who recommends lots of books to other people, lets them borrow them, because you gotta accept eventually someday you might never see that book again. But getting back to the book, Tina Fey, Bossypants, she tells the story of growing up as an awkward kid. So, who knows? Maybe you could identify with that in some way. She takes every chance she can to be funny, like right there talking about her mother, and of course in the introduction and the afterwards she puts in jokes. Congratulations on your purchase of this American-made genuine book. She congratulates you for buying her book. She's got great parts in there about improv, telling you how to do improv, the rules of improv. She's got funny photos like here where she talks about developing into this person, where she's all snazzy, and how she really prefers secretly to be her awkward, quiet self, which is fascinating to think about with a celebrity, because even though they get famous, they don't necessarily want to be. When she was on Saturday Night Live, she didn't really want to act. She just wanted to write, and that is how she ended up doing a few skits over the years, but she was mostly on Weekend Update, and that's more of a news delivering role than having to act as much, though eventually she grew more comfortable in her role as an actress, thus ending up with 30 Rock. I believe that even if you're not a huge fan of Tina Fey, that you should check out this book because she gives life lessons in the book, in not only talking about her childhood, but her career and how she advanced as a writer and as an actress. There are also funny parts of her career with SNL. They include the script of her as Sarah Palin opposite Amy Poehler, where they acted out the famous skit of the debate. I give the book 4 out of 5 stars, and found out when I went on Goodreads that she's actually written a lot of other books. Nick Offerman's work, Paddle Your Own Canoe, is one man's fundamentals for delicious living. He talks about being a handyman. He talks about really growing up into manhood, and I think that's why a lot of male students have really enjoyed reading this book. Even though he clearly is targeting the message at what it means to be a man and trying to be manly and build your own things, I think that women would enjoy the book just as much because of how funny the story is, and the memoir elements of the stories he tells growing up are not just funny. They're also very real. They're very raw and revealing. So if you've been a fan of him over the years with his movies or with his work on Parks and Recreation, you might realize that a lot of that character on Parks and Recreation was supposedly influenced by who Nick Offerman really is as a man. That, and he could just be playing it up here in the book, talking about eating red meat and building things for yourself instead of going out and buying them. I gave the book 4 out of 5 stars because it made me laugh so much, and I enjoyed it as well. He narrates a lot of books. If you like audiobooks, then you might want to check him out as a narrator. I hope that you enjoyed today's Celebrity Edition of Nonfiction November. I've got more coming at you. the whole week. Peace.